Okay, so just got done watching the season finale of WandaVision, and boy, what a season finale this was. Just, they've done a wonderful job with this show. Like, the first few episodes, I know a lot of people were, wondering what is going on. Why don't they just release this show as one whole lot? But I've enjoyed this journey of WandaVision, and I got to give credit when they said they were going to try and make these TV shows on Disney Plus to feel like the full cinematic experience just on the small screen. They fucking did it. They really did well. The climax of this episode of Wanda versus Agatha was just so well done. I felt like I was watching a movie on the big screen. Seeing Vision, the fake Vision, fight White Vision, just fantastic stuff. And the fight doesn't even end in a traditional sense of like one beats the other. No, they just stop fighting and just start fucking having a discussion, and it was great. Just really a really well thought out end to this show. I'm a bit bummed now that it's over, but that said, let's talk about a few things. A lot of things came in this episode and the last episode. A lot of things became clear and came to a head and all came around. We see all these characters again. Jimmy Woo was hilarious. Just absolutely fucking hilarious. Darcy was great. It was a very emotional ending scene at the end where Wanda has to give up this life in order for her to move on. I'm jumping all over the place here. This show has been really good. So let's start at the beginning of this episode. I guess it starts off, we see, Wanda just right where we left off at the end of the last episode. Wanda's facing off against Agatha. She's got her children, and they start battling. Then she throws a truck or a car at her. And we go into White Vision drops down, and at first, Wanda thinks, oh my god, Vision's back, and she's gonna have her life back. And then Vision starts trying to crush her skull. And then fake Vision comes in and just smashes him out of the way. We see them two fight for a while. The little kids, Tommy and Billy, they get involved in the action. And we also see Monica get into the action as well, where she steps in. I don't think they've really explained what her powers are yet. Like, she's got these powers now, but that hasn't been explained, and it'll probably be set up in the future when we see her again. But as for now, it's just very unclear. I'm gonna miss watching WandaVision week to week. I wondered if we could have gotten a bit more of the sitcoms, because it was really well done. I wanted to see more things explored with the sitcoms. But I'm happy how it ended. You know, a sad, emotional, happy ending, as it were. And we get 2 post-credit sequences in this, and we see the first post-credit sequence of Monica being brought away, and one of the soldiers turns out to be a Skrull, and he's like, an old friend of your mother's wants to meet you. She's like, where? The Skrull points up, and it just ends with Monica being like, oh yeah. And I think we all know that she's referencing the Sword Station. The Sword space station in the sky. Nick Fury. She's gonna meet Nick Fury. Hell yes. And then our second post-credit sequence, we see freaking Wanda, and she's just off and she's living her own life out in the wilderness. She's got her own little home set up, and then we see her in the back, and she's reading the dark book that Agatha had tucked away. So, and it ends with her hearing her children call out for help. Can I just say, her costume looks really fucking good. I'm really happy with how the costumes looked. One thing I think a lot of people will be let down with is the reveal that her fake brother isn't actually, you know, it's just a random guy. It's not Quicksilver from the Fox universe brought over. It's not actually Quicksilver just with his face. It's just some random guy that Agatha was controlling. So that was a bit of a letdown there. But I'm sure we'll get more Quicksilver, hopefully in the multiverse. Like, that would be awesome if we actually see a real version of Quicksilver from the X-Men universe and Multiverse of Madness. Anyway, guys, I really enjoyed this series. I hope you did too. And I think next week we have a break. Then the week after we go into the next show, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Looking forward to that as well. I might throw in a little podcast thing. Just get a couple of people in and we just talk about the whole show overall. So let me know what you think of this episode of the season, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.